animal that you just heard, other than poetic bison back, is actually the sound of a bison. That roar. It's not the beginning of one of those movies from that one production company with the lion. Is it called Lionsgate? It's not that. It's not that roar. It's an actual bison roar or whatever type of sound you would call that comes out of their mouth, right? Yes, we're used to hearing a stuttering bison, but that's a his homies. I found Flacco's set, if you will. But anyways, we're gonna get into Flacco is a pill popping animal. Yeah, huge revelation, huge news unpacked today on the Thursday show. As well as shoot, they spent about an hour and some change going at Rich Trapper and going at Ganglanim. So we're gonna unpack all that and more right here. So let's get into it.
Do you know how long I wanted to own my own restaurant?
3 weeks at Sunday dinner. That was the first time you mentioned it. And you only started doing the stupid Sunday dinner thing because you saw Soul Food on cable. We're gonna pause this for the benefit of all y'all who never saw Soul Food. Soul Food is a movie about a big, humongous black grandmother, aptly named Big Mama. Big Mama demonstrates her love by feeding herself and her offspring enormous amounts of pig lard. Then, get this, Big Mama's arteries are so clogged, they gotta amputate her arm.
It was her leg.
Right, okay, whatever, leg. Then, she dies of a heart attack. Or another stroke, or something.
God called her home.
And what does the family do after she dies? They get together for a Sunday dinner and eat the same food that just killed Big Mama. The same food! They didn't learn a lesson. Nobody went on a diet, and that's the end of the movie.
Sunday dinners was my idea. They got that from me.
Yeah, bro. We back. Greatest podcast in the world. You know what's going on, man. It's that big old no jumper. You feel me? And let me introduce who we got here today. The greatest cast ever. Really the best cast who be up here, if you ask me. No shade. You feel me? Flacco. You feel me? Poetik Flakko. You feel me? Mr. This is bad. Suspect already. A little thief, right?
Oh, man.
I knew that she had just came from the hospital, or like she be in the hospital a lot, so she got some pain there that she don't be taking.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So boom, she leave. I go in that motherfucker. I see a whole pack of them things, right? Nigga, I must have grabbed like 5. I read the side, it say Vicodin. I'm like, I heard of that on Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah,
No cap, I know exactly what these is. No cap, man, I'm finna take some, right? I take like 3, nigga. No cap, I go to the back. For me, go to the studio, you know, I used to make beats and shit on Reason back there.
Yeah.
So I'm back there making beats on Reason. I must have popped 2, 3 of them bitches. I'm in there making beats, right? My pops come back there and he tell me like he finna leave to go do something, right? I must have looked. I tried to say something. I said, nigga,
Talk like me.
and just turned around. Damn me, big
Wait, you never took a painkiller.
No.
That's your first opiate experience
I never
ever.
took no type of nothing before. I was just doing stupid shit. Nigga, just trying shit, bro.
Yeah.
No capping. He was so like quick in and out that he didn't even pay attention to me just mumble and try to talk.
All right, so we're gonna cut this babbling fool off because he's employing at least 3 editors for the No Jumper Clips page with his N-word usage. It's so frequent. Just count in like 15 seconds of what you just heard how many blank spaces in the audio I have to add in because this fool uses the N-word like a someone who's not grammatically correct using the commas on an English paper. He done put a comma after every 3 words, but the commas N-I-G-G-A. Like you could say it if you're black on YouTube, but damn. And I used to say it a lot before my channel was monetized. I'm not gonna cap. And y'all early supporters know this. But every other word, bro, come on. Anyways, we're gonna cut now to within that same. It's like what 2-3 minutes within the same clip. Within the same clip, Lush is about to ask Flacco if he's ever done any type of You know what I mean? Any type of hard substances, which is wild junkie talk to start off with. And what I realized, you know, suspects so happy for the so-called big three. What y'all are is actually the big three of law cows in the No Jumper universe. If they want the fans to just laugh slash be angry in the comment section, since, you know, members are the only ones that are allowed to talk, and there's literally only 3 people talking in the entire live chat, and the fourth being Rich Trapper paying for his comments to be read. But that's to come up soon. But since live chat is just out, that's out the question now. It's no longer lit. They used to be like going to a little kickback. Now you just got to sit there and actually listen to these fools, or, you know, do some errands around the house and shit. But yeah, so I'm sure the comment section is just complaining about Suspect and Flacco. Just who has more negative comments of the competition here. The only big three y'all are is of locals.
What about Flacco? Have you ever? Because I know you played sports and stuff. Like, did you ever, when you got hurt or ever, did you ever get painkillers?
I can't remember because the last like I feel like major injury I've had was when I fell from out of like our so I fell out of our like second story window
And cause an earthquake, most likely. What? Excuse me, sir?
What?
Yeah,
How'd that happen, gang?
What?
no, bro, I was like 5 or 6, so like we had like a bunk bed.
Oh, okay.
So when I was hopping from off the bunk bed the other way, the window was open, but then like we had like those things like
You're
that.
tripping.
Stick on side.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
You're tripping, bro.
No, but though,
Hey, I didn't jump off the balcony before on some stupid shit.
Tripping,
Yeah,
bro.
you feel me?
Tripping.
no, but though like we had like a balcony below, so like I didn't die. I just broke my arm.
Okay.
If
So
you
you fell out the window to the balcony and not
Yeah.
the floor.
Yeah.
That was a close one.
You never been prescribed lean for a cough? Ever?
W off camera white man asking him a Dave Blunt's based question. I don't know if anybody caught the sub in real time. Or, you know, maybe people did, but they couldn't comment because you have to pay to be able to not be acknowledged on the No Jumper live chat.
Well,
His
no,
parents
but
African. Even if they
I
did
was prescribed.
they probably wouldn't even go to the pharmacy and grab that shit.
Man, they got Bronclear in Africa. They got Africa lean.
Nah, but I'm saying like
Yeah.
you know they don't want to get that. You feel me?
No, but I do have but I
That shit
do
probably
still have
nasty.
like an active. I do still have an active and Adderall prescription.
Okay.
Now, what's interesting about that revelation that Flacco, you know, has a Addy subscription is that, or not subscription, prescription. What's interesting about that is his weight, and that prescription doesn't really make sense. I mean, I could be wrong here because I'm not currently prescribed those, but just from prior experience and like knowing about that whole aspect of life, I don't think too many reputable doctors are just prescribing people that are well over the recommended BMI Adderall of all things. Those don't go hand in hand with obesity. I'm not saying they're a weight loss substance at all. I'm saying that that's something that you have to kind of keep up with your cardiovascular health, and, you know, if you're a diabetic, they for sure don't recommend those two mix. I know that for a fact. Off of my own research. Y'all can do a quick Google search on that if you want to fact check me, but it all lines up, honestly. And if you disagree with the diabetes and Adderall part, you're cap, and I'll post the screenshots in the community shit if y'all niggas really try to ride for Flacco on that. But now, do I know if Flacco's a diabetic? No, but I would bet $1,000 on it that he is at the same time. I would back my assumption with money if it came down to it. But anyways, let's get into what I think is some cap. Flacco's a well documented liar, so he's gonna say that he doesn't use them, but I don't know. The signs of him using them are actually definitely all over his page when you really sit and think about, like, damn, like, this dude just shits out this trash content, 10 videos a day sometimes, and just hopes that one of the darts stick. it actually is seeming like some junky behavior when you think about it. And then some days he comes to work and will just spaz and dwell on wild topics for literally an hour and a half straight of him just talking over everybody, interrupting everybody. It's like he's almost hyper focused on being able to interrupt Lush. Sometimes he's not using his limitless pill for any type of good or smart application, like getting through law school or none of that shit. He's out here, I would say, allegedly abusing this shit and putting out bullshit still. I'm team sober all the way over here, even though that's a prescription. If you're prescribed it, for sure, do your thing, right? But if I were to get a prescription for those, I'm willing to bet you my content would be going dummy. But I feel like I personally don't need those at this point in my life because I just go bench press a couple plates and drink a little energy drink, hop on the mic. Or if no energy drink, y'all can hear the difference sometimes in my presentation, but I'm still hitting that bench press or some type of weight training exercise before hopping on this mic at this point. And that gives me all the energy and focus that I need, to be honest.
Had you on that shit from
That makes sense. That makes sense.
That's right.
That checks out.
Good methamphetamine.
No, right?
So that means that Flakko has done meth before.
Flacco's just like all the other white kids.
Yes, Flakko has done meth before.
Flacco's like Adderall, like all his white homies.
Sir.
Right, because again, I feel like it was a mis like diagnosis because they claim my stutter is from social anxiety, which I don't think so. But apparently, like Adderall is supposed to help that.
All right, so that's the pill popping animal segment of it, where we find out that Flakko does have access, at the very least, if we're gonna believe Flakko, which history tells us not to do that. He has access to what some would consider hard drugs, right? Prescription, but still more than what we would expect from the guy who supposedly doesn't drink or smoke. But yeah, so now we're gonna get into Rich Trapper being in the live chat saying he's outside and he wants Flakko and Luscious fade. And honestly, if I had to put money on an actual fair fade, I think Rich Trapper could probably put Flakko and Lush to sleep back to back in under 5 minutes. Or they could try to pack them out and they would lose. I would put my money on Rich Trapper in a 2v1, straight up. But actually that's not besides the point. I was about to say that's besides the point, but it's not, because Rich Trapper allegedly pulled up and wanted to, handle their discrepancies like how men used to. And Flakko and Lush are going to basically say, no, we're going to handle it like a pack of bitches would and just go straight to, heightening the violence to where we could be cellmates with Brick Baby for the rest of our lives. And I don't respect that. I think if a grown man says, hey, I need your hands, and you instantly go to grabbing a weapon to erase that man and black father off of this earth, you're a bitch and you deserve to be called out for it. So let's watch the clips and see why I say this.
For him.
Yeah,
but
none.
I see that Buster
Weird, right?
record your conversation. He's a Buster.
Straight Buster. You feel me?
We're not giving that nigga no clout. But listen,
you be beefing with that nigga?
No. Hell no, bro. Listen, bro.
He's beneath Flakko.
Bro,
He beneath me.
Yeah.
I think they're saying that.
No, hell no, Lush. I wouldn't say that Rich Trapper is beneath you in the YouTube space. You're on No Jumper every week, and Rich Trapper and you have about the same average views per video, if we really look at it. And I think Lush even has a higher subscriber count than Rich Trapper. So you with the No Jumper stimulus all the time, because mind you, Rich Trapper was on No Jumper, but only once. Lush is on multiple times a week, and whenever he posts, his channel doesn't do very well. So let's not get ahead of ourselves, Lush.
Well, which is why,
that's
right?
why I do he beef with him.
No, which is why, right, Lush? When you pick up the phone,
I recognize a number.
Like, ew.
No, but he shared. I have a lot of associates and friends with that area code. I thought it was one of my people from the A. Hit me up. He got that area.
That
code.
clown try to
So I just so you feel
get
me?
your number.
My number not that hard.
I don't know, man.
You feel me?
Yeah, right, bro. What? Yeah, bro. No, bro. No, bro,
I'm
no,
crying.
no, bro. I lost my mind, right, bro. I was crying, laughing for like at least an hour, right, bro. When I heard like him tell you, yo, I, I'm on that with Flacco. I said, sir, when he said, bro, I'm on that with Flacco, do you want me to be on that with you too? I said, sir, we're
You
not on nothing.
pause, yeah.
Like, bro, like,
No Diddy.
Sir, bro, like, you suck. Like, we're not,
Wait.
like, we're not on
What?
nothing, sir, right? Right? And, like, he was
I'm
talking
terrified to fight this guy because I don't know what'll happen once I get knocked out, fool. He's gonna
he was talking
he's gonna
like
be the
El
county
Chapo,
real quick.
right? Yeah, bro, he was talking like, bro, he was like some type of like reputable, like street dude out here, bro, or like some type of like reputable man, bro. You are a gay nigga who sucks and make YouTube videos. Like, so even if I'm not homosexual, bro, I'm coming out and claiming it, homie, so I can become a star. In homosexual relationships, that the males do switch back and forth between one is clapping cheeks, the other is clapping the other person's cheeks. It's called top and bottom.
You wake up. If this will knock you out, you wake up to him eating your ass, dog. It was a terrifying thought. Absolutely terrifying
Guess
thought.
what though? That like entire crew, right? That's ran by like. I think her name is like Drea the Virgo, right?
Yeah.
No, sorry, cause no, sorry, cause like guys like Munchie B.
Y'all talking about the homie?
No.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's basically exactly what Flacco is doing, for sure, actually. So, for those who may not be aware, I know a lot of my audience is, but for the new ears and eyes that this video may reach, let me explain. Flacco got into it with the same set of people that he's discussing right now, actually. What, 5 or 6 months ago? Maybe a little more, maybe a little less than that. But, he got into it with the same set of people, being Rich Trapper, Gangland Neem, who his cousin, I believe his actual blood cousin is Drea the Virgo, and she is a well-known YouTube manager. She doesn't really post too much on her page, even though she did post a classic of the 600 boxing match, not the Fall Guy incident, but the one where he like won. And Whack 100 dives into the thing all crazy. It's in that point and shoot video. that clip of Whack diving into the ring and tackling a big sweaty 600. Yeah, that's on Dre the Virgo's page. That's her only public post that I've seen. But yeah, she's a well-known YouTube manager. There's a lot of people that are managed by her, and some of them are even, in discussions like Munchie B to be a permanent host on No Jumper. So I wouldn't say she's a failed YouTube manager or whatever Flacco just said, but it goes a little deeper than that. So they were beefing about 6 months ago, right? And Flacco was in the Ace Pit, Ace Boy Puns thing, where he has a bunch of grown men and sometimes women call into a massive Discord server, and they could all just hash it out for the benefit of Puns pockets. And that's what Flacco and Drea the Virgo were on there hashing out their issues. Flacco was tying Rich Trapper to Drea the Virgo because I guess Rich Trapper was managed by Drea the Virgo for like a month or two, and they decided to part ways with their business relations. And Flacco was made aware of this while on call with Drea the Virgo, and he also went on this whole big old long soliloquy, or however you say that shit, a whole long thing about, I'm not gonna come at you. You're a black queen. I'm not about to attack no black woman. But what is Flacco doing just a few months later? He's yet again verbally assaulting the same black woman that he said he wasn't even trying to go at. His beef is with Rich Trapper, and then he also tried to tarnish Gangland Neem's name. I don't even know why. Honestly, he's gonna explain why in his mind, but who knows if this is even true. He's gonna say that him and Gangland Neem got into it on Clubhouse in a Rockstar Clubhouse room. I mean, I'm not about to speak for Gangland Neem, but I'm not on Clubhouse. So maybe I'm wrong, but do y'all know Gangland Neem to be on Clubhouse? Like, is Flacco just lying out of his ass right now? And even if Gangland Neem was on Clubhouse arguing with Flacco, I still don't get how he went with this whole narrative saying that he got into a scuffle with Gangland Neem and that he knocked Gangland Neem out. Eh, that has to be cap. I don't think Flacco has ever been in a fist fight in his life, other than the fight that it is to put on his pants and shoes every morning. That's about as much of a scuffle that he's ever been in.
No, fuck no.
No, right? Because look, guys like Munchie B and Gorilla Hebrew, they are also I guess they're under Drea, so those two are honorable men.
Wait, why is she? How does he?
The homie.
I fuck with them, right?
I'm talking about a nigga I fuck with.
I'm sorry, bro, but he did some weird shit, bro. Like objectively, if you saw this whole situation that he inserted himself in,
that entire crew though,
you would probably be like, damn.
Yeah,
I promise you, sus. Like,
no, look though. No, hey, look though.
Avis, who you think this is?
Outside of Young and Hefe, Munchie B, Gorilla Hebrew, because those dudes, for the most part, are honorable men, right?
But this was so he actually has for real management, and like, why?
Bruh,
again, name drop, keep it.
Yeah.
Talking about a bunch of
yeah.
Plus me and
again, talk around it. You don't say that. No, but again, Drea the Virgo ain't really like managing, right? Like she's not really out here doing nothing that's popping, bro. Like she herself don't even know how to build like a YouTube channel, but she has convinced these struggle niggas to like sign under her, I think. But the real niggas though, again,
we not talking about Gangland Neem. That's my partner.
I was gonna say that's my dog.
We not talking about Gangland. Yeah, nah.
Cool. Go ahead. Keep going.
First of all,
y'all can keep running your mouth.
That's real West LA, bro. That's my partner. If you notice, Neem
is my nigga.
If you notice, Neem stall me out 98% of the time.
That's my nigga.
Because I know.
Is he like a reactor too?
Yeah.
That's my nigga.
Because I know him in real life. He reacted to No Jumper. Like,
Name a real nigga.
You know, bro. Flacco,
I don't know. No.
For real? Oh, okay. He actually cool, bro.
All right, go ahead. I don't know niggas.
Wait.
That's the only
Is he
thing
like the dark skin crackhead nigga?
No.
What?
What?
I don't know what you talking about. No. He's not a part of that whole. I guess they do function with each other. He do function with this guy.
Wait, pause. Wait, pause. Is Neem,
whether or not
Flacco's just playing stupid. When the 6 months ago that I was referring to, he literally sat on the ace pit for I don't even know how many hours, an ungodly amount of hours, and arguing back and forth with Drea the Virgo and a few other people. And Flacco was claiming all types of shit. Like I said, he was claiming to have knocked Gangland Neem out. You remember people who you knocked out. I still remember my very first knockout. I was in the first grade. I'm not going to say bro's name and all that, but I remember the first person I ever knocked out in my life. You remember somebody that you knocked out. He's literally playing dumb. And shit, I don't believe that he ever even has seen Gangland Neem in real life, let alone squabbled with them. But I think it's safe to assume that you would even remember the people that you have lied and said you knocked out. Who's going to forget who that is? He's just playing dumb as if the audience is as slow as he is. This ain't your comment section watching you, bro. This is, No Jumper goes to a much wider audience than the people that watch your fat ass sit up in that tiny ass room and getting off 10 videos in 2 hours and calling it content.
Neem fuck with me out here. Neem fuck with me in real life. Yeah, he fuck with me. Period.
Wait, hold up. Is Neem the brown skin nigga who be sucking punks?
It's right here. It's him.
Pause. Oh yeah, he sucked. Yeah. Get him off the screen.
I didn't put him on.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Bro, he's for sure. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. Yeah.
Yo, this escalated quick. We were not even talking. Not a cool guy from the West Side.
No lush.
Yeah.
No lush. But like when you show me like the face, right?
Chill.
Right?
Oh no, chill.
I kind of recognize the face because that's the dude. Oh my god, man. I think I was in like Rockstar Room, right? And I think he was there. And when I like tap in, like he was trying to be like friends and shit. And they was like, yo, bro, like, and like he make videos about you. And I'm like, so wait, hold up. So like you make videos about me and you are are in here trying to be friends, nigga, suck my dick.
You
Like,
know,
fuck
what sucks though? Like,
Right?
because here's the thing. I actually want Neem to come do the news super bad.
Never in life.
No, I know,
bro.
but he's
never in life.
He's talked a lot of shit about Adam and this platform. So
No, Lush, guess what, right? Lush, look.
Talk to me.
No, look.
Can we chill?
Look,
It's
bro.
my dog.
Lush, guess what, right? Look, right? So look, right? And that's the mistake they make, right? Like, which is why they won't go anywhere. Because again, when you build your channel off of talking about, or let's say hating on me, it's very niche. Like, it's not gonna take you nowhere, bro. Like, right? But when they dedicate a year to just lying on me and hating, and then I dedicate a year to talking about the shit that really matters, my growth is like this, their growth is like this. Why? Because they tricked themselves out of their position by talking about me. But though, no.
I mean, that's all.
Right?
That's all facts.
No, right?
Well rehearsed.
No,
however,
look,
it
right?
is factual.
No, look, with dude, bro. I never talked about him. I didn't know who he was. But apparently, like, and he made like mad videos about me at some point, and then was trying to be like cordial in Rockstar's room. And I said, nigga, bro, if you ever make videos about me, nigga, it's fuck you. Like we are not cool ever, nigga, right?
So Flakko basically hates anybody that talks about him in a negative light in a commentary reaction style video. Yet he's out here trying to be buddy with Rollo and plenty of other rappers that he literally shit on in his own commentary and reaction style videos. But now that he's trying to ascend into being a real content creator and a real podcaster in his mind, because I think commentary and reaction is a real podcaster and all that. Look at DJ Ghost. DJ Ghost be everywhere with the super chats, giving $100 to community, AD and Pun, and giving money out to people's live streams and shit. He's considered a real creator. I'm sure he's made videos where he's criticizing somebody's take or disagreeing with somebody's take. Yeah, he covers a wide range of topics, but like one of the people that Flakko modeled his entire page after, once he decided to stop trying to be DJ Academics like all the way, is Jamari. Jamari definitely will say, yo, this dude's a weirdo, this dude's a loser, this is lame. On all types of people, on FouseyTube, Fresh and Fit, laughing at Adam 22 for announcing that No Jumper's going broke, and a bunch of other names that I'm not even thinking of right now. Flakko's he stole Jamari's flow word for word, bar for bar, except for really just like the visual packaging of the channel. In the This Is Bad. This Is Bad comes from Jamari, not from Flakko. Jamari been doing This Is Bad, but Flakko supposedly hates commentators that have a critical view on things just because they mention him. Yet you did the same thing that you're criticizing. You built your brand off of being a critical commentator, which obviously I'm a critical commentator. Every video I have some type of criticism, right? So who am I to be like, oh, I hate that person because they criticized my content? That's like me hating one of y'all in the comment section for criticizing my content in the comment section. I don't hate none of y'all. I take it as constructive criticism. Or sometimes if it's like super out of pocket, it's like, well, maybe bro had a bad day. Maybe he just found out his girlfriend was cheating on him and, clicked on my video hoping to just keep his mind off of that shit. And it didn't keep his mind off of enough, so he crashing out in my comment section. Whatever. I hope you get through it, bro. You will get through it. That's a temporary pain. Don't let it last forever. But yeah, Flakko is full of shit, man. And that's the most hypocritical point of view you can have. But of course he's hypocritical. What pathological liar isn't a hypocrite as well? You know what I'm saying? He's so detached from reality, he can't keep it real about nothing.
Again, I don't break stories no more.
Yeah.
I react to things that are on the internet, meaning this, right? Yo, if Lush and you have an argument, I'll react to that argument, right? And tell the full story.
He'd love that, wouldn't he?
Well, no, hey, you and Jaleese, bro, I ate like off that video like crazy, right? Like
I'm
what?
Sure you fucking did.
I think like the CPM was like $20 per 1,000 views on that shit.
Why?
I'm not sure why, bro. You feel me, right? And here, look, I made like I think like a little over $1,000 and like on that video.
So this is your way of telling Sus you got a bag for him.
Shout out to that watch exploding. I was already covering the Sharp versus Suspect and Hellcat, week long beef when it happened, and I didn't think the video was gonna perform well because by the time I was posting it, the Rolling 60s / Big U Rico was already happening. So I was like, oh dang, this video is not gonna perform well. But a lot of y'all still showed support. That's actually one of my higher ranked videos by view count. Now, did I make a bag off it like Flakko? No, absolutely not. But it's definitely performing better than, some of the other videos on the channel. So shout out to y'all for rocking with that because that is a funny piece of content. I ain't gonna cap. That shit was funny. And actually salute the Suspect because he's taking the jokes and stuff like that like a man. He knows if it was the other way around, if somebody else's watch exploded like that, he would be in on the jokes too. And I salute to him for not being a little old bitch about it, like how Flakko would probably go on vacation to Texas for 3 months or something if he falls out of the freaking news couch.
Hell nah, man.
Man,
Like,
you
he
get a
just
nigga 10%?
He like rubbing it in his face.
Nah,
You
get
know,
nah,
like,
Man, hell nah,
Yeah.
man. Feel me?
Damn. I need a raise. Fuck.
Feel me?
yeah.
Yeah, look.
Damn.
A K exactly for it, feel me?
Damn.
Right? So hence, which is why, listen, I don't mind when, when my coworkers get feisty, feel me? Listen, I hope you niggas suck the most, all right? I hope y'all enjoy it. Just
Remember that time Bird almost burned the house down? Big Mama, your arm! Mama,
Give me some butter, baby.
you don't need butter, you need ice.
Mama, you ain't been taking your insulin. And I bet you ain't been to a doctor either.
Maxine, I told you I don't need no doctor. Now, there's nothing that little salve, the turpentine, or my herbs won't cure.
Except your diabetes.
on the left, bruh, these niggas order fried chicken and cookies or our first like news episode back.
And I start getting.
And I said, damn, yo, they becoming hot, like hospitable here, man. But they love it. So every year y'all been hating, I just gotten bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah, we can see that. Your arm is 3 times as big as Big Mama's arm. This shit is out of pocket, bro. You need to call doctor now.
I will say this, and
So obviously
this
it's not
isn't directed.
working.
This isn't directed at Neem, but just in general.
The hate don't work, man.
Well, I will say that if you make it your entire mission statement for your career to focus on the negative aspects of somebody else, that's definitely like a very short-lived. However, like I will say, people like yourself, people like everyone at this table, in fact, we are like content farms. You feel me? Like we're the ones actually being talked about. So now us talking about it is kind of like a pivot.
And I don't mind that, right? Bro, listen, bro, because there's mad reaction channels who, again, when they react, they just give their general opinion, right? Cool. But once, like you start taking like the dick sucking route and trying to like link up and click up with other niggas, that shit to me is just gay, right? But also too is this. I encourage them to keep doing it because again, man, I'm somebody where I have an average IQ, right? I'm not the smartest, I'm not the dumbest, I have an average IQ, right? So I can spot trends.
Your boy in the chat.
Right?
Yeah,
I don't know that man, right?
Yeah.
If for some reason
he's also
right?
he's also at a gay club in Atlanta right now.
Yeah, right. If for some reason
Lush inheriting Flakko's beef is crazy. Like, bro, Flakko would not do the same for you. Flakko would either snitch on you for doing whatever you did in your beef that may be violent or whatever, and if he don't snitch on you, he would definitely help the ops get your location for a bucket of chicken from KFC. Let's keep it a stack. Why are you inheriting Flakko's beef as if that's really your homie? Lush's heart might be too large. Like, bro, you gotta have a little more discernment. Be a little more picky with whose beef you gonna inherit. This is not wise.
After 12 months of energy and shitting and lying on Flakko.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
After 12 months of shitting
God.
on Lush or shitting on Flakko or shitting on Suspect, if the niggas that you are talking about on a daily basis just keep getting more popular, more richer, like right, just keep getting bigger, and you stagnant, at some point I'll say, hey, maybe the hate ain't working, and you know, like maybe I should take that focus and put it in myself, because trust me, bro. Everybody here is just getting more rich and more popular and
For
more
sure.
successful.
Yes,
Why?
yes.
By focusing on ourselves.
Yes.
And working on our craft.
Yes.
Like this, you know, like low hanging fruit hate content.
Hold on, bro. What is Flakko's craft? What is Flakko's? What is his craft? If it was hate content, I don't think it would still be up on YouTube. It's not hate content. Hate speech is totally different. Hate speech is what Myron was doing towards women. Myron Gaines and all, yeah. That whole side of the internet, that was hate content. The stuff that was inspiring people to literally hate women, either directly or indirectly. That was actual hate speech. Hopping online and calling people hard ERs repetitively and threatening to so-called George Zimmerman them, that's hate content. You know, the people that Flakko was paying his money to be a member of their channel and to buy courses from is hate content. Hopping on and criticizing a public figure, that's nothing more than fair use, also known as free speech. It's just in internet form. That's not hate content necessarily. And on top of all this, again, Flakko basically makes the same type of content as the people he claims to be so against. So it makes no sense. It's like if I came on here and said commentary channels are stupid and have no place for them on the internet. This is a commentary channel, though. Just like Flakko's is a commentary channel that also takes a critical angle. And if it's not criticizing something, he's not necessarily pointing. Where's the thumbnail that says this is good? He don't got one. So how do you have a problem with Gangland, Neem, Odium, Slim, Rich Trapper? Rich Trapper just reports what has happened in a certain space on the internet. He's not even really in the same conversation. ODM Slim just be vibing. He reacts to whatever. He's like a flight reacts type of person that has a no jumper angle because he's done business with your boss. He's been on this show as well, just like Rich Trapper. And Gangland Neem is like a DJ Ghost type of person, flight reacts type of person as well, with a no jumper angle, because that's the podcast and stuff that his audience likes to watch him react to. That's like getting on a flight saying, "Oh, you hate on everybody that's not Stephen Curry." Yeah, that's what he's into. He's a Stephen Curry fan. He loves the NBA, so he reacts to NBA content. But in Flacco's mind, anytime Flight Reacts says anything bad about anybody in the NBA, then he's just making useless hate content that will not grow his YouTube career. But we all know that's not true. We all know that Flight is a huge reaction channel. We all know that DJ Ghost is a huge reaction channel. And whichever other thousands of huge reaction channels that are out there, I'm sure plenty of them take a critical angle at least 50% of the time.
I never will understand people that get excited about the failure of others or wish upon it and try to manufacture it. That is like the most bizarre phenomenon.
Yeah, it's weird shit. Yeah, like this is weird, bro. Like
in the history of the internet. The whole point I even got,
which is why they're homosexuals.
We got super sidetracked because really the only I was really just about to say I get people in my inbox that want to fight me for no reason oftentimes.
Where?
For no reason. And I always tell them.
And that's one of them.
And that's one of them right there. And I always tell them, meet me in MacArthur Park. So so there's like 30 like phase walking around in the sea of gang members and zombies and crackheads that encompass MacArthur Park looking for me to fade. So have fun with that.
Yeah,
don't step on a needle and die or get arrested.
Yeah.
Oh, Lush, we don't really care what's going on in your DMs like that, bro. But cool story, I guess. Now let's look at Flacco's thumbnails real quick, and I mean, yeah, take a shot for every time it says this is bad. Uh, he tried to change it to this is not good for one of them. Like everything is conflict, but I mean, even I went to film school. Conflict is something that you write into the stories, into scripts. It's what sells. Conflict keeps audiences engaged. This is a storytelling element. This is something that has withstand the test of time. Go back to Shakespeare. There's conflict throughout every play, throughout every drama. Conflict in storytelling, conflict in entertainment sells. It's what the people like. People are entertained by it. Yes, you can have some nuance. It doesn't have to be all conflict, but that's throughout the course of the full body of work. I'm not saying that anyone needs to drop a 40-minute video glazing, because Lush as a commentary channel is crazy. I don't know what that would sound like. Just 45 minutes of straight glazing and D-writing is crazy. Flacco is just making bullshit points, and really, this is hate speech disguised as criticism. That's what Flacco's doing right now. Anyways, let's get on to the next part of this conversation right now.
Right? So, hey, listen, man. So, if I am Drea, all I will say, man, is, hey, listen, bro. All right. Now, you probably is signing, again, Gorilla Hebrew and Munchie B and Young and Hefe, they have some potential, but when they, but after 6 months and they realize, bro, I don't need you. You're doing nothing, bro. You are literally.
Fuck with Young and Hefe.
Yeah, right. Yeah. You feel? Yeah, bro.
These my niggas, man. You feel me? And I think Drea cool too, bro. I fuck with Drea.
I don't know. Listen.
I don't know.
Yeah.
The only one that I know is Neem. I know.
Oh, I don't know that dick sucker. You feel me?
That's crazy.
Why are you on Neem's helmet to this degree?
Y'all brought him up because I don't know him.
But no, I mean, bro,
I just wanted to know who, because once y'all
I just see his face.
I associate Drea with
I wasn't talking about, bro. Yeah,
hey, listen,
but that's my.
I know Drea because she works with a guy that I consider a mentor, a guy that I think is one of the most impactful, important men I think in American history, which is Gorilla Hebrew, right?
Yeah.
So she works with him.
I don't got no problem with Gorilla Hebrew. I don't got no discrepancies against the brother. But what the hell did he just say? Excuse me? One of the most influential men in American history. That is a next level glaze. That's more glaze than anything Lush has ever done on this podcast. Lush may glaze 10 different people on one podcast every time he's on a podcast, but none of that equates to the level of glaze that Flacco just did for Gorilla Hebrew. But check this out. It gets worse. This is bad.
And to me, listen, again, and no dick riding, okay? Where you meet Gorilla Hebrew, you feel like you meet Jesus, right? No, again, no dick riding. He's stoic, he's wise, he's calm, the stature, bro. When you meet him, bro, and you feel the energy and the aura.
Felt like you met Jesus when you met that?
It felt like Jesus, you feel me? Right? So, see, bro, no. Hey, man, bro, oh my God, no homo, my nigga. Bro, no gay shit, bro. Feel me? No, just the aura, my nigga.
I don't know.
Huh?
So you finally admit it? You're
No,
Black Israelite.
I'm not an Israelite, but when you meet him, though,
you share some ideology with Black Israelites, though, yeah.
Past these these irrelevant dick sucking niggas.
Oh my God.
You feel me?
Crazy.
Yeah, right. And let's go, man.
All right, so
Huh?
You see what they call them in the chat?
Yeah.
Let's do the next ad.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but before, we need to cleanse our palate. You feel?
All right, so there was a super glaze of Gorilla Hebrew. He likened the man to Jesus himself, which is that's an actual abomination and disgusting. But now we get to the some more fun, where suspect goes and grabs some food like he always does, and comes back and lets them know that there's a fade waiting for them outside. So let's check this out.
Before we get into the news, because we
all
just
this gay talk, right? Who name says his name is name, right?
Chill.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
Is the homie, bro.
All this gay talk, man. Feel me?
Nah, it is.
You gay ass mook nigga, man. Feel me? Right? You suck on the west side. You fucking.
Come on, bro. Leave the west side out this. Come on. With that being said,
Ain't he from there?
Yeah, we from the west side, player.
And he needs a DP, bro. Right? Cause listen, cause I know. No, listen, cause bro, I know what. Oh, did I read it?
One.
Take that nigga out there.
For real, no cap.
Man.
Yeah.
No, someone could stand there at the door.
Huh?
Bro, he would. How the hell, man? Feel me?
Don't do this. I'm not gonna do this ad read yet.
Yeah.
Apparently.
We'll do the ad read before. Can we knock it out? Because
about to do this ad read and go handle some business. Apparently.
Come on, quick break.
With that being said, remember everything 420.
Wait, 3 ad reads? Oh, sorry. Wait, pause. Is 3 ad reads or 2 ad reads?
3.
Damn.
The second one.
Remember.
Okay, average 30 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Everything 420, code no jumper, easy app, quick shipping. You're going to want to check it out. Don't forget they have a 420 drop. So get.
I'm not going to lie. A lot of why I watch the live streams as they're happening, as opposed to just, watching the re-upload or whatever, the video version on my own time, is because I have to make sure that I'm always running at least one computer screen recording the live, just in case a moment like this happens, where there's where there's a legitimate chance that somebody makes their way past the security and decides to have a confrontation on the live stream, and then the stream might abruptly end, either because YouTube has to take it down because of whatever violent act that we do not encourage. But it is a big reason why I watch. I like to watch a dumpster fire. I do. And I'm pretty sure a big part of the live streaming No Jumper audience probably would agree with me on that. That a lot of us are watching the lives because there is always the potential of violence. Either suspect reaching across the table and swinging on somebody, or whatever co-host getting into it. Flakko's asked for fades. Flakko has interrupted streams that he wasn't a part of. And we've seen people square up with Flakko, even spit on Flakko's face. You never know what you're going to see. So it's like, it's literally must-watch TV, because you don't know who is in danger. This shit is crazy. I think Rich Trapper would actually stand outside the front door and wait for Flakko and or Lush to come outside. I do think that's something he would do, because he proudly lets us know on his channel all the time that he was in LA for a week, and he was going to where people are supposed to be able to go, and he's called out their fades on IG Live for an hour straight, and nobody showed us up and things like that. So yeah, I was watching with my eyes glued to the screen for sure, thinking Rich Trapper was about to enter the frame at any given moment in time. I ain't gonna lie.
On that right now, you feel me? You're running it up.
Bomb.
Come on, man. All right. Let's see what's going on outside.
I think that nigga outside, y'all. I think he came to whoop y'all ass.
Man, bro, listen.
Y'all gotta do something about that.
Bro, hey, bro, listen.
I'm eating a maple bar. I think he here to whoop y'all ass.
Hey, one, listen, he's a buster. All right? He's a buster gay nigga. All right, again, bro.
Ain't nobody here.
Right? He's,
I'm the dead homies. Hey, check game. Matter of fact, here's
bro,
what Matter of fact.
Y'all was scared of gay.
Hell no. What?
Man,
I was scared of a gay nigga.
Bro, he would have came to. Bro, what? Bro, listen, bro.
There's no fades for Rich Trapper. There's no fades here for him. Bro, I'm gonna let you know that.
Wait,
oh my God.
Pause. Listen.
That was so bad. That fool on Grinder.
No.
That fool on Grinder.
Nigga, what, bro?
That fool.
Bro, I was dying to smoke the nigga.
Why are we?
Now, Lush is an older man that doesn't have the best motor skills and things like that. But I still don't really give him props for saying there's no fades for Rich Trapper. We got something else. Like, that's a weak move. That's a bitch move, Lush. But I'm not going to really go too hard on Lush because, like I said, he's an older man at least. Flakko, you're still in your 20s. You outweigh any possible threats unless DeJean Paul pulls up and wants a fade. Then that's a fair one for you. So what are you afraid of? You're afraid to catch Rich Trapper's fade, Flakko? Yeah, Rich Trapper trains, and he probably will get you into a chokehold or something. But that's on you, brother. If you give up that big old back, you got to deal with the consequences like a man. But that's the thing. You run your mouth about somebody online. If they pull up for the fade, you can give him the fade. You're at a public place, like damn near, especially if you know that this person has been to this studio. It's not that crazy of an idea to think that he might actually be outside. So the fact that Flakko wouldn't give Rich Trapper a fair squabble is kind of like, you're a super hoe, Flakko. Just go fight Rich Trapper. What's the big deal? You're not gonna get in trouble. This isn't high school. You're not gonna get suspended for throwing hands man to man. If anything, you'll get some respect.
Trolling y'all.
Like, this is the best day of his life.
Oh, what?
I was trolling y'all. Ain't nobody else. They told me to troll y'all. They told me to troll y'all. My bad.
Nigga, bro, listen, bro. I was dying.
Hey, I went outside to get a donut.
Oh my god,
troll him.
Nigga, bro, do you understand, bro? A game maker making a threat to me online and showing up in person, nigga, free body, bro. Nigga, listen. Bro.
All right, so as I said earlier, and as I've shown in another video earlier on in this channel's history, Rich Trapper sat face to face and confronted Flakko before, and this was before he had beef with Lush, so Lush was, just being cool because they had no beef yet. Lush was only in beef with Rich Trapper because he laughed at something that Flakko said when Rich Trapper called Adam's phone like 2 weeks ago. So, like I said, Lush is weird for even inheriting a Flakko beef. Like, you should have just apologized and kept it pushing, bro. You don't got to play tough with Rich Trapper. Flakko, on the other hand, has been at odds with Rich Trapper, but when they sat face to face, he kind of got marked out and hoed in a battle of words. So you losing hands and you losing with words, yet you're supposed to be some smart guy. That doesn't make any sense. You can't debate this dude. Like, come on, bro.
Let's look. Can I?
No, hey.
All right.
We
can go. We live, right? Yeah. You know where else I was live? Yesterday at the Juneteenth Festival. Wasn't there? Your big homie 600. But he was in my comments. But he wasn't there. That's crazy. What happened?
You was in Lamert, or
I was in Lamert at the Juneteenth Festival.
That's very neutral.
You know what I'm saying? And I went live for an hour and a half. And then hold on. But even past that, I on foot by myself slid over to the homies at Free the Trappers. Make sure y'all tap in with them on Crenshaw King. And then I slid to the smoke shop on foot. And I continued to slide into the community that I've been a part of my whole life, where 600 swears to God that he goes all the time, but was in my live in the comments, but not there.
Hey, wait, Flakko, 600 is your big homie?
That's his big homie. That's Infant Tiny 600, baby, back.
Wait, hold on. I love 600. You feel me?
No. What? No. You can't love both of us.
But y'all not like sworn enemies, bro. Listen, we know this already, man. So
it's up.
Yeah, coming out.
Talking about?
No, but
you can't love both of us, brother.
Now,
pick a side, stay there.
What you looking at me? What you looking at me for? You don't want to play both sides of the fence.
This is the same.
What you looking at me for?
No,
what's up? Like, what no. Look though. So you got hands, and I'm sure you know how to protect yourself. But I'll be 100%, bro. I don't think you withstanding like the maul of a 360-pound man who's 6'6" and who's a pro boxer, bro.
Lovejoy is
like, you can fight, but he's a pro boxer who's 360.
Dude.
Yeah, bro. Like,
he is a.
Yeah.
Can I?
Yeah, sure.
Then why he turned down the boxing match with 11-11 when they first introduced him, I was the first one to say, hey, I needed that.
I asked about that too, by the way.
Real quick.
I don't think
because now we're speaking in actual facts.
He's gonna.
But see, this is why you can't use clout. This is why he can't use the clout and following because everybody in LA knows who I am at this point for the most part.
Yeah.
I've been in traffic, bro. I've been live in traffic. Preach from All American showed me love yesterday, bro.
Yeah.
I'm outside, bro. I'm from
he
this
was
city.
up there with JoJo.
Yep,
with the
showing
homegirl.
love.
Yeah.
I got so much love yesterday in our community. You feel me? So if we're looking at the actual numbers, because I'm familiar with the guy he's fighting, because I'm big into street beefs. I watch street beefs. If we're looking at Instagram following or YouTube following or the dashboard, as we will, through the LA area, my numbers are dramatically better than his. I'll be humble as a fighter and say he's a better fighter. Let's even go that way. You
Well,
feel me?
he's
So
like that's his.
that's what he do.
He's
You
a
feel me?
boxer, right?
No,
But you know what I'm
he's
saying?
the fall guy.
But you know, but you know what?
Bro, Finn, bro. Yeah, bro. Finn, listen, but trust me, Lush, okay? You don't have to be scared, bro.
I'm promising
I was smoking for you,
Flacco
man.
was ready. Lush was ready. Flacco didn't move a muscle. Flacco didn't leave that seat.
Check the
Why
scoreboard.
would I leave the seat, though?
That nigga was terrified.
Man, listen, man. Listen, bro. Yeah.
Lush was out there ready to handle his motherfucking
And, man, I'm a hardworking taxpaying citizen.
Thank you, bro.
Listen, man. Listen, bro. I'm a hardworking taxpaying citizen, bro. You feel me? Who, bro? Again, bro. When I hear, bro, like dudes like ODM Slim, like make threats online, bro. Listen.
ODM Slim might actually beat your ass up.
And he's and he's a 5'4", 120-pound meth head, right?
I'm just saying.
That's one.
It's really crazy how identical Flacco is to the bison on his alma mater's logo. But let's transition over now to some 4 Extra news. As this video was being created, 4 Extra was arrested at his hood day. That numerous people said, you know, he probably shouldn't attend unless he just wants to go back to jail. And apparently he wanted to go back to jail because he chose to go to his hood day. Then nobody make him go, to our knowledge. And so 4 Extra, as of right now, the information that we have out is that he was put in cuffs and was taken back to the jail. So Rosenberg's about to be putting on his gloves and getting back to fighting for Extra's freedom. And that's all I'm really gonna say about it, because this anonymous source has plenty to say on that topic. And this was before the hood day took place. There was a warning issued to Adam 22 technically, but really is to anyone at No Jumper who was thinking that they're about to pull up and vlog the 40th hood day. You know, so Lush and whoever Lush was gonna make go into danger with him and hold a camera on his behalf. So let's check out this little saga right here that we predicted on this channel. You know what I'm saying? That, well, not even predicted. I said it's not a good idea for 4 Extra to go, and I criticized, oh no, hopefully Lush and Suspect don't hate me. They were getting on Flacco's head, but Flacco was right. He said, I don't think 4 Extra should go to his hood day unless he wants to go back to jail. And you know what I hopped on here and said? I said, you know, for once in a blue moon, I agree with Flacco. 4 Extra going to his hood day is stupid, and it's only going to lead to him going right back to jail. And a bunch of other people said it, and that's exactly what happened. So let's check this out.
How you feeling, man?
I don't know. I'm a little nervous right now, Flacco.
Why are you nervous?
Well, because we're planning on attending the 40s Hood Day to commemorate our friend 4 Extras.
Oh, sure. Is he gonna be there?
Well, at this time.
Well, he can't, right?
At this time, per my understanding, he's not able to attend due to legal restrictions.
But though he gave y'all the pass to go.
We have the pass to go, but there's a stern.
Yeah, y'all should probably not go.
Yeah, there's a stern warning issued.
Street. But long story short, I'm just coming by to just because there's some fast information that I'm just coming across right now, and I really be lost in the sauce with the real YouTube world and the people who've been YouTubers and doing this stuff, like, but on the hood. Basically, long story short, this is about Adam 22, the whole no jumper thing, 4 extras, and on the dead homies. Nigga love 4 extras to death, cuz on the hood, the homie. Give it up to cuz, salute cuz a long way, but dead homies, I'm getting win right now. The homies just tapping in from what they got going on for the 48th Street Day right now, whatever. So I'm inquiring about Thursday, which is the 10th, and I'm on some stuff like, what's going on? Like they talking about no jumper supposed to record the whole hood day, or is that like something that's like true? And I said this previously before, and this is my homie's response to this. Adam pull up to the hood with a camera, we gonna fuck him up. Straight like that, I ain't gonna lie. And it's the thing too, right? Nobody is slandering Adam or just like fuck Adam though, right? But it's like we all fought to be a part of what we a part of, and had to do what we had to do to be accepted as who we were, who we are, who we became, or whatever the case may be. So basically that's the whole moral of the story. But I need to holler at extras too, because I ain't talked to 4 extras since he been home, because I had the problem with my phone or whatever the case may be, and I'm just like back really like fake as fuck, working and taking care of all the things that I need to take care of, and still running a prison program and doing what we do with the yard and all this type of stuff. So my schedule and my life be more busy than the average person would even expect it to be, but it's really that. So on the hood, but this is the message. Me personally, I'm not slandering Adam. I'm not going against Adam. I respect everything Adam got going on. And I respect, nigga, the fact that nigga on Hood Crip, cuz it's like giving the Crips an opportunity, cuz, to, you feel me? But dead homies, like I said, it ain't even my words. And it's somebody that I know gonna stand on business. And cuz said, on the dead homies, regardless of the fact, I don't give a fuck if nobody with it. Could pull up to 4 times 10 thinking he finna record us. I'm gonna get cracking on Cud. And this could literally be your acceptance. You could fight, and nigga, we fuck with you. You nigga damn near Adam 22 from the hood after that. Or you could just like take it how you take it. But that's the latest politics going on.
A stern warning issued
that you come and record
via the YouTube streets, and it was issued specifically to Adam. But I kind of feel like
that, all y'all niggas count.
Yeah, we all kind of under that umbrella. So
and they said no. Listen, they didn't say don't come. They said specifically
don't record.
If you come and turn on that camera, we're gonna beat your ass.
So
that's why y'all need 4 extras there.
So I
told y'all before,
and sometimes.
What was proposed in that warning video was kind of crazy though. Like imagine if Adam actually did say, "Oh, to hell with that. We're getting our content," and pulled up and caught a couple fades at the 40s Hood Day, and then basically gets a bunch of respect out of a section. I feel like at one point before the Rico stuff happened, Adam might have jumped at that opportunity. With some stipulations such as having security there in case they try to go further than a fade. But I don't know. Adam was trying to get so close to that type of whole situation, that street situation. I wouldn't put it past him to go and run a fade, actually, for the content, on behalf of the content. We got the content, yeah. I wouldn't put it past him. But he's on vacation or something, allegedly, and Lush would have had to catch the fade, and we know how that would have went. He would have been slumpty dumpty. And it was just a bad idea to think, one, even if 4 extra were to go on his hood day, that was already a bad idea in itself. But to think, oh yeah, let's go and vlog it too. No. That's crazy. And the optics of that is crazy when the whole internet, including my glorious channel here, is saying that this is the no jumper Rico. That no jumper as a business and a platform is actually at the center of the Rico, which they are. When you look at the paperwork, they are. That's just what it is. And speaking of the RICO, we're gonna segue over to our final couple of clips, which come from the No Jumper News, where LA Icon's wife, and I forgot bro's name, but they brought a guest on that manages quite a few successful artists in the Mexican or Hispanic rap scene. And shout out to LA Icon and his guest that he brought on, because they kept it all the way real. Icon was saying stuff that I've been saying on this channel. Icon kept it all the way real, right in the space. And so he really gained my respect with this appearance. He's been on No Jumper for years, but I've always kind of liked his takes, and he's always been a real one. But this particular episode gained my respect, so I had to leave it in. This is like a long form version of a bonus clip. It was gonna be its own standalone video, but I figured I might as well just keep the best parts of Flakko getting called out. But then we also have a funky Fred moment on top of Flakko getting called out, where he decided to take out his overswollen, probably size 8 feet. Now, the size of his shoe has been in question. Somebody super chats in and says Flakko got some tiny ass feet for that big ass body or something of that nature. And then Flakko goes on to talk about how, no, my feet aren't small, and shows LA Icon's wife the tag on the inside of his Nike Dunks. And she reads the size back to the audience while also trying not to catch too much of a whiff, because, his feet and ankles and stuff are too swollen to wear socks. So he be in sneakers without socks. And that's all going to take place in this segment that we're about to see right here. But I just thought I should let y'all know what to expect, because viewer discretion is advised. Those nasty ass discolored toes are about to be out. So check it out.
No, because we were both at the time.
Just stop.
Wait until marriage, because we were both dedicated to a particular religion.
No, just you.
At some point, you feel me? And then
you should have been in there with Rowdy Rack's dance moves. You feel me?
Right there,
We can't be mad at him if they were saving it for marriage.
Yeah, man.
But then you lost your virginity after that shit?
You know what? Actually, I could be mad.
So that means you're still
I'm
a
mad.
virgin.
I was not a virgin. I met her when I was like 19 in college.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you just decided to change your whole life and not have sex anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
You feel me?
I'm just trying to understand, you
Right?
know?
And then after her, I went back to my ways
Dang,
of,
she was sick of your shit. Maybe she wanted to get dick down, fool.
Hey,
maybe.
Right?
Back to his ways of what? Back to his ways of sleeping with men? Allegedly? Like, back to your ways of what? I wish he would have finished that sentence.
Maybe. There's a slight
maybe, right? Because
it's crazy. You gotta hear that from.
What? Hey, you know that the Love and what is the show my sister's watching?
Love is Blind?
Love is Spectrum. The Love in Spectrum.
Love on the Spectrum.
Yes. So there's a couple. They're autistic, right?
Yeah.
And the
I'm fucking
girl, they
weak
were
right
together
now.
for 2 years or one. I'm gonna just say one, a whole year, right?
Yeah.
And she left him because he didn't want to touch her. And I literally just watched this episode yesterday.
Oh wow.
And they're super, like, they're autistic, like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Were you gonna say like him?
No. Don't say that.
What?
So he's actually
It's a song.
He's actually on the spectrum.
No, that's how this was the encyclopedia?
No, he's been diagnosed.
I'm on the spectrum.
Yes, he's been diagnosed.
I need my own Riri love.
Hey man, ain't nothing wrong with getting diagnosed with it. If anything, Flakko needs to go and get diagnosed. You trying to point out that Lush is? We can tell Lush is. He got the whole rap encyclopedia superpower out of the autism. You know what I'm saying? Lush being autistic definitely makes sense. Flakko probably on the spectrum as well. There's nothing wrong with that. There's different levels to it and shit. I don't think it's anything to be ashamed of, and I don't think it's anything that someone should be making fun of, others for having, because that's something that's out of your control. Now, Flakko hopping on here and being a despicable human being is in his control, though. He's not, some of the more severe cases that we see of autistic or whatever other chemical things that he got going on. he's not that jacked up or whatever, that disabled that he can't control some of the things he does, such as take off his shoe and reveal his bare foot to to this cast that's about to happen right here. So check this out.
Me and my girl.
Lush-esque.
Dang, Lush is highly knowledgeable a lot of things.
Yep.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Wait though, because usually people who are autistic are hella smart, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Nobody
Duh.
said that they weren't.
Yeah.
I'm an excellent driver. You never seen Rain Man? I'll be counting cars, gang.
You are not an excellent driver.
He too young for the reference. See, with the $5 and up, or if they say something nice about me, I'm gonna read it, even if they give two. So you feel
Flacco
me?
legs too big for those little ass feet. Hey, listen, I finally want to listen. I now want to settle that right now. Okay.
How big are your feet?
Okay, y'all tell me.
No socks is fire.
No. Wait.
Whoa.
Well, how do you?
Wait, is he not wearing socks?
Who cares? It's fine.
Look, what's this size? What?
11.
Okay. I don't have small feet, bro.
Yes, you do. If we look here at this close up, his toes are not very far from where the ankle would start, or whatever that front part is, the like opposite of the Achilles, where the foot starts to round up and go to the shin, like the bottom of the shin, I guess. The toes aren't that far from it. That looks like he should be wearing about a size 7 or 8 on his feet. But since he's gotten so overweight, I think his feet are like so swollen all the time that he has to wear a few sizes up. So much so that he's a size 11 right now. If he gains 50 more pounds, I bet you he'll be a size 12. But it's not because of the length. It's because of the overall mass of the foot, as we see, is it's next level. He's literally Big Mama. This is why he hates Gangland Neem, is because Gangland Neem has been calling him Big Mama for like literally a year. For a year straight. Every thumbnail is Big Mama. It's him with the acrylics on. It's all types of shit. He's mad at some jokes, but these are things that are in your control. Didn't nobody tell you to eat all the food to get to this size, Flacco? Nobody told you to do that. You chose to do that as a grown man, and you're gonna get jokes cracked on you because you're not a nice person. Honestly, if Flacco had luscious personality, I don't think he would get made fun of that much, because you don't see LA Icon getting 50 videos a day dropped roasting him, because the LA Icon is a reasonable person. I wouldn't say he's nice or nothing like that. He seems like he would be a decent person to hang out with, though. Flacco, on the other hand, takes pride in being a piece of shit. You're in the same corner of the internet of characters like Charleston White. Charleston White is funny with his delivery, so people laugh with him more so than at him. But at the same time, you can make a whole career just making counterpoint videos to the stuff that Charleston White says. And even so, Charleston is way more likable than Flacco. So it's a matter of how you come off to people at the end of the day, and that's something that's in your control. You have the choice to not be a piece of shit every day, and you choose to be so. He dropped the word stoic when describing Guerrilla Hebrew, but Flacco is anything but stoic. He's the opposite of everything that they preach from a mental aspect and from a physical health aspect. Anyways, though, that foot is that shit's like seeing something with Blackfoot. He got a worse foot condition than LeBron James, who's made over $1 billion on his feet. LeBron James having slave foot is acceptable because at least he's made a billy off it. Flacco having slave foot is for a whole different reason. It's because he's a slave to that food. And that is disgusting. There's nothing cool about being a glutton. You big back, bison back bitch.
It's just the feet
to
wide.
The feet to calf ratio is just disproportionate. All right,
I don't have small feet, right? Thank you. Size 11.
So
bro.
Big Chris.
So basically, this is what happened, right?
Yeah. Don't over-explain the Flacco and don't.
No, I'm not
finesse
gonna
you.
over-explain shit.
Explain it all.
Kind of like, we gotta, you know, like. Technically,
The eagle has landed, boys.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Whose paperwork is that on the screen?
That's Brick Baby.
God.
Wait, though. Paperwork sounds derogatory, right? Like, paperwork sounds like...
That's his stuff.
Well, yeah,
true.
Paperwork
Sounds like
paperwork's only as derogatory as the smut that's on there or the lack thereof.
Yeah, true. But when I hear
Paperwork is either police reports or court documents. That's a whole ass court PDF.
You know, sure.
Provided by you, might I add.
Yeah, to be honest.
True.
To be honest.
Full
transparency. But let's highlight this right here because
no, here, right? We can resurface it because.
All right, Flacco.
Right.
Keep cooking up the homie's demise and shit, brother. But guess what? That's why I came through today, gang.
No, listen. No, right? Here, listen, right? So look, we can read like the wiretaps, and then once we, get to that part, we have to pull up wax shit. You feel me? So
All right, okay. So I'm gonna let you cook, brother.
Yeah, how much are y'all watching?
Just kidding.
No, 5, baby, right? Yeah, no, right? How much are y'all watching?
But it's like
How
Flacco.
y'all know this?
Flacco, it's like what we've been saying for a long ass time. They can't.
The hip hop police is so real.
It is real, but now they don't even have to have a hip hop police because we're the own hip hop police.
Yup, keep crashing out.
Literally snitching on, like hip hop as a culture.
Exactly what's happening right
is
now.
putting itself on blast and snitching on itself, bro. Like, yeah, been since drill music, to be honest with you.
Why not?
Man.
$200 on shorts revenue and on his episode is not worth me having to have on my conscience. I could have saved this fool from fucking a L in jail forever.
And he bragged about getting
because he hasn't gone anywhere else and talked about this, just on only this platform.
Well, yeah, but he also said that he got an award for killing 13 people in 1 year.
From who?
From like the hitman service who like hired him.
Nah, that's a skit. That whole shit's a skit.
No, bro. No, listen.
Bro,
no.
he's joking, bro.
He's not. I'm telling. Well,
I think this is really great marketing. We're just talking about this guy now. You probably got
all nosed out.
Yeah, left.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, change the show.
What's up? So that's damn near a supercut of just all from one No Jumper News episode of Flacco getting called the police to his face and just all types of shit that he deserves. Now they're gonna get into, and this is our last clip other than the actual bonus clip that's gonna play after this, which is a pretty funny clip in itself. You want to see this? Flacco caused bodily harm to somebody just by giving dap, by giving a high five essentially, or handshake, whatever. But yeah. So now they're gonna talk about some crash out rapper that they talked about him in the No Jumper News like not that long ago, about him going on to some interview and saying that he has 19 bodies or something. And then now they're going to talk about how he's getting investigated, which is all on theme with the loose cannon brick baby thing. So yeah, we're going to watch them talk about that because Icon kind of marks out all of No Jumper and calls out the morals of the building, which I respect. I think we need more people like LA Icon in media. And that's how I'm always gonna feel. We need more real people like this that are gonna keep it a stack, that aren't out here trying to literally sell people to the prison system for a couple dollars from YouTube. Because why would you want to do that? That's weird. Even if the person is a piece of shit, it's not our job as content creators to get people locked up. That's the police's job, is to lock those people up, not people with microphones and cameras and shit like that. I don't understand it. Other than like Flacco literally just doing anything for money. As you saw earlier when he was talking about how he would basically be gay for clout. He not even gay for pay, but gay for clout. He's evolved the gay for pay because clout essentially does equal money. But anyways, enjoy this clip, and then I'll be back for closing statements before the bonus clip.
Now the U.S. Marshals are looking for the Thug Life Coolio. So see, he snitched on himself, and had he never done that stupid-ass interview and said all that retarded stuff.
Do you believe it, though,
Yes.
that he got 19 bodies?
If he really did that.
And talked about it?
No, wait. That fool he is not okay mentally.
Yeah.
That is not cool. I don't give a fuck.
Let me
what
ask
the
you
fuck.
this.
No real fool is going to tell you, I'm doing this,
Yeah.
woo, 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 woo.
At what point do you actually put the people that are across from us at these tables on these microphones' lives into perspective in your own mind? Like, damn, maybe I shouldn't let this fool crash out on camera.
If I don't
like
ask
this.
again, though.
I know that's not the no jumper philosophy.
No,
but
listen.
In
right?
my office, I'm not
listen.
letting fools crash out like that because there could be other shit down the line that reflects on
My
me.
job is not to ask you a question.
This is how
Yeah.
this is what happens to a. This is how.
All right, so before I let Icon's wife, I'm sorry, I forget her name, but before I let her finish grilling Flacco or educating him, whatever angle it is, let me just say this example. Because yeah, media and like being an interviewer is one thing, and I agree with what Icon is saying 100%. And the reason, part of why I agree with that is I've been in their shoes before, um, in my previous endeavors, right? So as I've alluded to on this channel before, I've shot a few music videos, not for anybody that's like a super mainstream artist, but for like local artists, right? And I've shot videos for people that allegedly had, a prop weapon that I didn't provide as a prop weapon to them. So I'm not gonna be a part of you possibly getting arrested down the line because they go back and see this music video directed by me, or whatever collaborative direction with the artist and myself, but something that I filmed on camera multiple takes of and ran through the editing bay and edited. And it's not like we're doing music videos live like some of the No Jumper shows. That's one thing, but these pre-recorded interviews with certain things that come out in them is kind of like, damn, you really don't care about the people you do, business with, or in my case, call your homie. Like, I'm not about to just let my homie wave an actual weapon around on camera. And if they do choose to do that, I'm gonna let them know, like, hey, bro, like, one, that's a safety thing for the person as the video shooter. There's cases here and there where, whether on purpose or on accident, the person holding the camera ends up getting clipped, and it's like, damn, that's unfortunate. One way or another, that's crazy. But that aside, there's still repercussions, even if nobody gets hurt in the filming of that video. That could happen if that same artist gets caught up one day for all types of numerous ways that you might get caught up with the weapon. So I don't want to play a part in your demise. That's just where my moral code, I draw a line somewhere. And that's even as a music video director that's making $100, $200 on a video. I was still having that mentality. It's just a matter of, you know, who you are as a person at some point is what LA Icon is really putting a light to, I think, and I think it needs to be said. But Flacco's too dense to, come up off his take of, I don't give a damn. I'm just doing my job. So imagine if Flacco was a music video director of any caliber, he'd be gladly out here filming people doing things that get them, you know, not necessarily locked up directly because of the music video, even though that's possible too. But Flacco as a music video director for sure is letting you wave all the alleged prop weapons that you want, and he might type the opposite in the in the damn final edit. You better watch some credits carefully. He might say, instead of saying all weapons used as prop weapons, he might type in all these weapons is real, and I will accept money to snitch, because that's just the type of person he is morally, and it's why as a culture we don't rock with you. It's why there's 50 YouTube videos a day criticizing you, because you keep on giving us things to criticize. When there was something to agree with you on, I agreed with you. But I have probably 20 videos disagreeing with you the entire time, because that's just the type of person you are. You're someone that should be disagreed with almost every sentence that you utter out of your mouth online. And if you don't like that, then don't say this wild ass shit online, which the people at No Jumper doesn't give a damn about nobody's well being, and they've had multiple interventions with multiple different people that have worked there throughout the years saying, Flacco, you need to scale this shit back because you're playing a dangerous game. And he still doesn't care. So we're gonna see how the Tele Flacco, carries out over time. And one thing for certain is I will be right here commentating on it, mostly gonna be criticizing it, the things that he does. And if he doesn't like it, he can change his ways. Because that's something, change your ways applies to damn near every element of how he lives his despicable, miserable life. And that's all I'm about to say about Poetik Bison back for this video. But go ahead and enjoy this bonus video, which is Flakko on the 20v1 that Sharp pitched to Adam, and Adam ignored the idea allegedly, and then launched the 20v1 series on Plug Talk, and it wasn't the biggest success, which you would think it kind of would be, right? But it ended up not being the biggest success. But this clip was pretty funny of Flakko being a part of the 20v1 and just seeing the negative riz and negative aura that Flakko has. And I'm sorry, I used aura as a grown man. I know that's kind of cringe, but whatever. Thanks for watching. I appreciate y'all, especially if you made it this far, and I will see you on the next one.
Things turn like crazy, right?
Yeah.
Let's just say you interview that fool.
Okay.
Flakko's
wait,
getting it
wait.
all out of him.
No, yes, you will.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
what if, let's be real. Like, this could really happen,
Yeah, of
right?
course, of course,
and I
yeah.
need you to really listen to what I'm
Of
going to
course,
say.
of course.
Okay?
Of course.
What if this fool turns in there and says, hey, I think I was manipulated by this guy, and I drank this, and hey, when I got there, I wasn't feeling myself. Because fools are very, very smart.
Nah, that's facts.
Because I would do that. to
Nah,
get
that's
out.
facts.
Fuck you for doing
Nah,
that
that's
shit
facts.
to me.
Only members could talk in the chat is crazy.
Yeah, only members can talk in the chat.
That's fucking vicious.
That's how we come in, gang. That's how we...
Fred?
Yeah.
Fred, nice to meet you.
How you doing? Hey, listen, I'm sold already.
You pulled me. That was a.
That
was like a.
Listen,
Wow.
I'm sold
I'm
already.
a girl. I'm not a bro.
True, not yet though, right? See, listen, I'm sold, right?
Okay.
I seen the work, I seen the content, it's amazing. I'm sold. I'm open-minded as well, right?
Okay.
I just have one question. Have you ever fucked a black guy off camera for free?
Yes. I'm from Philly, bro. Oh,
Bro,
you
oh
trying to
man,
be like the only one?
man. She was amazing, bro. Listen.
Oh my god.
Listen, I can tolerate DP.
You don't like your own kind?
I can't tolerate no
What?
man.
What?
I can't tolerate no bro.
What? What? Ask him why he's so racist.
I like my white women, period.
What?
Yeah, man, that's crazy, man.
Oh my god, you're crazy.
Hey, I'm gonna have to ask myself out, but
You're.
yeah, bro.
You don't get the butt then. I don't need to hear the
listen,
butt.
man,
You're gonna
I
leave
can't do no
yourself. Just go.
man. I'm sorry,
Just
man.
go.
Rihanna, man.
Wow.
He thought he was in control. How wrong he was.